हैं प्रधानमंत्री की ग्रीस यात्रा पर विदेश मंत्रालय की प्रेस वार्ता।
Namaskar. At the invitation of his counterpart, Excellency the Prime Minister of Greece, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, is currently paying an official visit to Greece, the first by an Indian Prime Minister in 40 years. Prime Minister has just completed an extensive set of engagements since his arrival earlier this morning in Athens. He started off by paying a tribute at the tomb of the unknown soldier in Greece. Prime Minister thereafter met with the President of Greece. After their meeting, Honorable Prime Minister was conferred the Grand Cross of the Order of Honor, an award of the Greek government. He is the first foreign head of the government to receive this honor. The citation accompanying the award recognizes Honorable Prime Minister's contribution to India's economic progress and prosperity, as well as to the promotion of friendship of bilateral relations with Greece. It also recognizes Prime Minister's contribution in bringing environmental protection and climate change to the top of priority of international activity. Thereafter, Prime Minister held discussions with His Excellency the Prime Minister of Greece. Just to recall that two Prime Ministers had last met in September 2019 on the sidelines of the UNGA. Prime Minister conveyed his condolences to the Prime Minister of Greece at the loss of life and property caused by the forest fires in Greece. Prime Minister was received with exceptional warmth, and the discussions with his counterpart, the Greek Prime Minister, were extensive and resulted in important and productive outcomes. The two Prime Ministers have just concluded addressing a session with the CEOs of the business community on both sides. In terms of key outcomes and decisions, I would like to highlight some of the important ones. First and the foremost, the two leaders decided to give a strategic impulse to the relationship, and the ties between India and Greece have been upgraded to the status of strategic partnership. The second substantive set of outcomes was in the field of economic partnership between the two countries, where in between the discussions with the prime ministers, between the two prime ministers, and also at the business sessions, the key elements that were under focus were: one, doubling of trade till 2030 from the levels that they are currently now; two, greater partnership in investments and manufacturing; three, deepening of cooperation in the field of logistics, particularly the field of shipping. In this context, Prime Minister particularly highlighted potential to cooperate between India and Greece in the field of green shipping. Prime Minister also spoke about potential cooperation in the field of traditional medicine, as also the conventional pharmaceutical cooperation, including both in manufacturing and research and development. The third main segment of outcomes that the two Prime Ministers agreed upon is in the field of technology. After the discussions, it was clear both leaders emphasized that technology as technology, technology as services, and technology also as product, and technology as a platform-based cooperation could offer strong potential and considerable opportunity for cooperating between the two countries and between the two economies. The fourth segment of partnership on which the two Prime Ministers focused on and talked about their intent to promote cooperation in this space is people-to-people connect. In this segment, Prime Ministers focused on connect between the youth of the two countries, the area of tourism and hospitality. The two Prime Ministers agreed the need to start direct flight connectivity between the two countries, cultural cooperation, migration and mobility in order so that the competencies in the two economies in the field of skills could be addressed. The fifth segment of partnership and cooperation that the two leaders focused on was defense and security. The two Prime Ministers agreed that the national security advisors of the two countries will supervise a larger frame of defense and security cooperation between the two countries, which should include, of course, increasing exercises as we do between the armed forces of the two countries, as the two maritime countries, India in the Indo-Pacific and Greece in Mediterranean, as also cooperation in the field of manufacturing, in the area of defense. All in all, if you were to segment, if you were to put together all the segments of cooperation that the two Prime Ministers listed, which is the strategic partnership, economic engagement, technology cooperation, people-to-people ties, and defense and security engagement, all in all, it has been an extremely productive, highly successful visit so far, which points to the future direction of India-Greece relationship in terms of advancement of our cooperation and engagement across the diverse sectors that I mentioned. Honorable Prime Minister also took this opportunity to invite his Greek counterpart for a visit to India, which he accepted. Honorable Prime Minister will be addressing the Indian diaspora later this evening, whereafter his visit would conclude and he would depart Athens for return to India. Thank you very much.
तो अभी आप ये देख रहे थे ग्रीस से विदेश मंत्रालय की प्रेस वार्ता, जहां पर प्रधानमंत्री के जो ग्रीस का